tore my house to pieces, man. And there's police riding by my house every day. So at some point, but y'all, it won't leave me alone.
Missing. You'd want us to do all these measures too.
And I understand that. I really do. I do.
In early 2022, Jorge Diaz Johnson, a paralegal and brother of Miami Mayor Manny Diaz, disappeared after attempting to evict a criminal he had been housing rent-free. His body was later found in a Florida landfill, showing signs of strangulation. The case shifted from a missing person investigation to a murder probe, which revealed Jorge's advocacy for criminal reform and second chances, and ultimately led to the support for Steven Yinger, roommate of Jorge Diaz and a convict recently released from prison.
You haven't heard anything more about George or where he could be or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's talk to George. Where do you think he could be at?
During this point of the investigation, the detectives have the evidence to trace suspect Steven to his connection on his whereabouts of Tuesday evening. But they take this opportunity for Steven to share his side of the story and see if he would like to confess to what he did. If not, they can use this opportunity to catch him in a string of lies and see if he would try to plea his innocence in order to manipulate the court of law.
I have no idea. I talked to him the Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly what the date was, but I told the investigator, and I guess he looked in my phone and seen.
Which Tuesday you were talking about? Yeah. It was this past Tuesday, right before.
Note the suspect's body language here, his arms being folded, and he is slouched to the side of his chair. This is exactly the type of body language one would normally present when trying to hide something. Typically, when one is innocent and asked to share their side of the story, they would be sitting more upright in a way that's more confrontational. Instead, he is doing the exact opposite, and it seems he is not even making eye contact with the detective that asked him the question.
We all start talking to you, right? Yeah.
Okay,
we know which day that is.
So, does he have anybody else that he would have went with, or he would have been staying at, or?
I don't know. Like I told the other detective, he has alcohol and a drug problem. That's actually how we met. So.
What kind of alcohol does he usually drink? Do you know? You live with him, so.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of it is, but they're like little bottles.
Like little mini bottles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know what the bottle looks like? Like, is it vodka, like clear liquid,
no,
or
it's a brown.
Like a brown one, like a whiskey or something?
Yeah, I guess It's a brown bottle.
Okay. All right. How long have you known George?
Since October.
October. And where did y'all meet again?
The Oxford House.
The Oxford House. Okay, that's where y'all both staying there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if I ask you some repeated questions, only because I didn't talk to you before, so I know some of the things you told Detective Roberts. I've spoken to him a little bit, but I just might, because I didn't ask you, so it's not in my memory, so I might have to re-ask you.
I'm new to this investigation, man. I'm just trying to figure things out. We really got to find George, because it's unusual at this point.
Yeah, it's unusual.
What do you think could have happened to him?
I don't know.
Has he reached out to you?
No.
Y'all
have my phone.
Yeah, we were trying to give it back to you the other day, and you weren't at the house.
Like I said, I've been working.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Where are you doing framework at?
Right outside Woodville, going down Cropper Highway.
Okay. Is it like a house? You're helping with house building and stuff? Okay. Alright, try to get some money. Is that, have you been staying with that friend too, or?
No, I just.
Where you been laying your head?
Just wherever.
Like out on the streets? Okay.
Where you been staying at on the street?
Just
what side of town? Do you know what side of town?
Where did you stay last night?
Behind.
We're not looking to get you in trouble where you're sleeping.
The Hustler store.
Okay, so behind the Hustler store back there, that camp back there? Okay. How are you getting to work to go do the framing? Is someone picking you up?
Just walking.
Walking all the way
I meet them.
Okay. You meet him and he'll pick you up and take you out to Woodville.
I mean, I don't have no car, so I have to walk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why haven't you been staying in the house?
Like I said, the police have been running by, and plus it's tore to pieces. The whole house is tore to pieces.
What you mean?
So I guess y'all searched the house or whatever. It's tore up.
Like broken? Or like it's just messy?
Yeah, just everything is everywhere. Like all the closets are emptied out, and all the stuff is all over the floor. And
so is it better to stay on the street or to sleep in the house?
You don't want
to just make it so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm asking. So is it more comfortable for you to stay out?
Yeah.
And sleep out at the hustler than to sleep in your house?
Yeah.
What's uncomfortable about it?
Like I said, the house is tore to pieces. There's stuff everywhere.
So who's gonna fix it?
I'm gonna have to at some point, but y'all, it won't leave me alone.
If this was you missing, you'd want us to do all these measures too.
And I understand that. I really do. I do.
You gotta understand, you're the last person to see George. Okay? So you're the last one to see him, so that's why we keep coming to you. Okay? If you were missing, you'd want us to put all this effort into
yes, ma'am.
To the other person as well, okay? So, you know, I know it's frustrating, but we're here. This is where we're at. You know, it's been a long time that George has been missing.
Last time I talked to George, what was that conversation like?
He asked me to give him some weed. So I tried to give him some weed, but I couldn't. The dude said he didn't have none.
Who'd you try to get it from? Who'd you try to get it from? Is it the one that you gave the car to?
I'm not gonna answer that. I tried to get him some weed. I couldn't get him no weed. He said okay. I asked him if he used the car. He said yeah, fine. Put gas in the car. I left. When I came back, I left. I hadn't seen him since.
Okay. Did you put gas in the car?
Yes.
Okay. Where'd you put gas in the car at again? And I'm asking because I didn't talk to you that day. I know you went through a lot of this with Detective Roberts.
I don't remember. I would guess on Magnolia.
Okay.
The gate closest to the house. Yeah.
Is that where you would normally go? Okay.
So you went and put gas in the car. When do you come back to the?
I don't remember exact time, man.
Was it still daylight? Was it nighttime?
It was nighttime.
Nighttime. So late that night.
The detective that I talked to, he knows all this. I
understand, but we have to go through it again.
Okay. Well,
so he's out sick, so it's hard for us to get up and move him. You know. That's why he's not here. That's why we're here.
Yeah. So you get back to the house and he's not there anymore. Okay. But he gave you permission to take the car and told you to get gas. Did you tell him that you couldn't get weed? That the guy was out? Okay. And you said you asked him if you could borrow the car? Okay. What was the whole thing about him going to Miami? Refresh my memory on that. Detective Roberts mentioned something briefly that you were telling people that George had went to Miami. What was this around that?
I didn't know if he was out relapse, drinking and whatever. And I just people were like, "Where's George?" So I was like, "I don't know. Maybe he went to Miami." I just didn't know what to say. I was really just trying to cover for him.
Okay. Who was all asking you? Were people coming by the house, or were they calling you?
Raheem.
Raheem. Okay, did he call or come by the house?
He called, and then he came by the house.
Do you remember which day he came by?
The day I did the police report.
The day that the police report came in?
Yes.
So like Friday?
No. The day that I filled out the statement for the police.
Okay.
What statement did you fill out?
When they were doing the missing person?
Mm-hmm.
The day that Raheem came and reported?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Did you report him missing?
No.
No.
The police came to the house and asked me if I would fill out a statement.
Okay. So
and
that was that same day is
Yes.
when Raheem came over.
Yes.
Was that the same day that Raheem called?
Yes.
Okay, so he didn't try to get a hold of you or George or ask you about George before that day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. All right. Did anybody else try to reach out before Raheem to try to find George? What did Raheem say when he came over?
He just asked me what was up with George. I said, I don't know. He asked me if he could come in, and I let him come in. He said, can I look around? He looked around. That was it. When he was leaving, he was like, man, I think I need to do a police report, or report him missing. And I said, okay. I said, do you want me to come with you? And he said, no. I'm going to go to his ex-husband's house and talk to him. And then maybe 30, 45 minutes later is when the police came to the house and asked me if I would do a statement and asked me if they could look around the house. And I said, okay.
Okay. All right. Tell me more about what was missing from the house when George was gone. When you came back and he was gone, what was missing?
What do you mean what was missing?
I think you told Detective Roberts that some stuff, like he took some stuff with him or something, and you told Kelly, I think.
No. I didn't tell him that.
You didn't tell Kelly or something that he took the comforter with him or something?
No.
Okay. What about George's phone still being in the house?
I had never seen the phone. I called him 100,000 times, sent him a bunch of messages. That's it.
Why would Kelly say that she saw the phone in the house on Wednesday when she was over there with you?
I don't know.
And that it was ringing in the house?
When did things get weird?
Things got weird. Probably after like 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days after you had heard from him? Had he ever gone missing like that before?
Raheem said that he'd done that before, that he had went to.
I mean, I'm talking since you know.
No.
So he's always home.
Like we had just, like I said, we just met in October.
When did you move in with him?
In October.
In October?
Yeah. He pretty much stayed to himself, and I stayed to myself. I spent a lot of time with Kelly.
At your house? Like Kelly would come over and, just kind of do your own thing? How long have you and Kelly been dating?
2 months.
Okay. Did she know George before you started dating her?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
If he was to go missing, who would he have gone with?
I don't know.
He hang out with anybody?
The only people that I really know that he knew was his ex-husband, Don, and some dude named Jeff. That's it.
You ever seen Jeff?
No, but Kelly has.
Kelly has seen Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Where did she see him at?
At the house. I guess George met him on a dating site or whatever.
Okay. When was that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Kelly.
Is it like in the past week or so? Or
No,
is it
no.
a while ago?
This is like it's been going on.
Oh, okay, so it's been going on for a while. It's not like it's a new thing
No.
that just happened.
Have you ever seen Jeff before?
No.
Has he ever brought Jeff around you
No, I have never seen Jeff at all.
at all?
Talk to you about anybody with Jeff?
Yeah, I guess he told me that Jeff does some kind of work with veterans or something. He's married and he has 2 kids.
Jeff has 2 kids and he's married. And he worked with veterans. Did he say what he did with veterans at all?
No.
Did he say where he lives, or did he ever go on dates with her at all?
I know he went on a couple dates with him, and I know Jeff's been to her house a couple times that I know of. And like I said, Kelly's seen him at the house before while she was there. But
you never seen him. Did he ever tell you when Jeff was coming over, or?
Like I said, me and George were just roommates, you know what I'm saying? So
y'all, I mean, so y'all didn't do anything together? Y'all didn't collaborate on stuff?
Not a whole lot.
He felt, so y'all met through Oxford House? Y'all started staying together after that. He's letting you borrow his car. He's comfortable enough to ask you for weed and drugs and stuff like that. You help him out with those things. You feel comfortable that he's cool enough to share those things with you.
I mean, we just didn't hang out.
Y'all didn't go places? When you say y'all didn't hang out, did y'all not go places, or y'all just like didn't talk like that?
No, we talked. We just didn't hang. We just didn't hang out. You know, he was.
What you call hanging out?
Like, we didn't go out to, you know, clubs, or we didn't go out to hang out, you know, anything like that.
Hang out at the house together, though?
Yeah.
Like, watch TV together or anything?
No.
No?
Like I said, most of the time I spent with Kelly. That's it.
What do you think happened to George?
I don't know.
I mean, if you had to speculate, what
I mean, I right now, I don't know. I really don't.
Do you think he's still alive?
I'm praying to God he is.
So, did he have any social media or anything?
Do I have social media?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
What dating sites? What kind of dating sites would he have been on?
It's called Grindr.
He likes Grindr? Okay. He had a profile on there? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, no, but...
and that's the way he normally is. Did he ever hook up with people from there, or?
Yes.
Often?
I don't really know. You know, that's a gay site, so I don't...
Okay. I mean, I'm not judging. Did he... Because he could be on there and then say, hey, man, I want to hook up with this person, or... It's just like... Tinder, right? For instance, I'm not on Tinder, but I know people that are on it, and they tell me, hey, I'm going to hook up with people. So that doesn't mean that just because I'm not on it, doesn't mean that I don't know my friends are hooking up with people, right? So, this Jeff guy, you never met him?
No.
Did he ever say anything else about him other than him being married and have kids and working at the veterans office? Did he describe how he looked? Did he say he drives this kind of car? He likes this restaurant?
No, but like I said, Kelly's met him at least once or twice at the house. I guess I was at work or whatever.
Well, last time I talked to Kelly?
Yesterday.
How was that?
It's okay.
How's she doing?
She said y'all keep bothering her.
Us?
Yeah, she said the police won't leave her alone.
Oh. You gotta find George, man.
I mean, I understand, I do, man.
Like, you guys are
just
the
making
closest
my
people to him.
My life hell, man.
We can understand, you know, George is missing. You're using his cards. You used quite a bit of his money, right?
$800.
Yeah.
He gave me permission to use.
Not the $800. He
gave
did.
me permission to use the card.
He gave you permission to go get gas and weed, right? He didn't give you permission to use $800 off his card. Okay.
Would you have done that if he was home? That's normal? Has he given you that amount of money before?
Would he be mad about you using that kind of money and not coming back?
And not coming back? What do you mean?
Like you said you didn't get back till later that night. If he was just going to get gas, you should come right back, right?
I asked him if I could use the car, and he said yes.
The card the debit card.
Yeah, he gave me the card to put gas in the car.
So we're saying, would George have been okay with you?
Yes.
Using $800 off of his card with his car? Had you done that before? On what occasion did you do that?
Y'all are trying to make this into something it's not.
I'm asking questions because would you agree that that's suspicious? If George had your car and was using your car and you're nowhere to be found, would you think that's something's up with it? I mean, I don't know you and George.
You're out driving. George is missing. You're out driving around in his car, using his money, using his cards, loaning his car out to dope dealers.
I didn't use no cards. I used one card that he let me use.
Okay. You're using his money. You're driving around in his car. He's missing. You don't find it suspicious he don't come home. You're telling lies and covering up for him. In your mind, you say you're covering up for him.
Steve, you gotta look at this.
I haven't done anything wrong.
I didn't say you did anything wrong, man.
I'm not talking about this anymore.
Okay.
I haven't done anything.
Well, George is dead.
George is dead, Steve.
We found George.
What happened?
That's what I'm trying to ask you.
I don't know.
You know, there's people in your neighborhood that have Ring doorbell cameras.
How did George die?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen him.
You know, you offered to take a voice stress analysis with Detective Roberts. I don't think you'd pass that if we were to do that on you right now. I think you're holding back and you're not telling me something.
I'm not. I haven't done nothing. I don't know what happened to George. I don't.
He was the last person seen with George. The last one. What happened?
I don't know.
Did you guys get into a fight? I know he was trying to kick you out, told you had to be out by Wednesday.
No.
He was changing the locks.
So
You had to be out by Wednesday.
You're using his money while you owe him money and his car. Does that make sense to you? Why would he allow somebody that already owes him money free range just use his money? Now, you can get ahead of this. And maybe there was a reason. Maybe things happened.
I've done nothing. I've done nothing. I haven't seen George, and I've done nothing to George.
Are you still willing to have a CVSI or full stress test?
I'm not doing anything. I feel like y'all are trying to railroad me.
No, we're
not railroading you. Would you take a lie detector test to prove what you're telling me is true?
I'm not doing anything.
Exactly, because what you're telling me is a lie.
Okay. I'm not doing anything.
Hey, you know there's cameras on the trucks that pick up the trash.
Okay.
I You seriously don't know what happened, George?
No.
Okay. When you guys, do y'all use the recycling bin? Do y'all recycle? Are you eco-friendly normally?
No.
No. Okay. You usually put everything in the trash bin, right?
Yeah, it's on the side of the house.
Okay, the black trash bin, right? That's where the trash goes. That's where they pick up the trash and that.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Why is there a bunch of other trash in the recycling bin that's not recycled trash? And then your trash bin is empty.
We only have one trash can.
You had one trash can and you had a recycling can.
No.
You had a green one and a black one.
No, we just have one can.
What happens to the other?
We haven't had one.
Which one did you have? What color is the one that you had? Is it the black trash can?
I don't know what color it is. It's on the side of the house.
George was murdered.
I didn't do anything.
Did you come
Please
home?
don't put me on.
Did you come home and find him that way?
No. No, I haven't seen him.
Did you guys get into an argument?
No, I have not seen George.
You haven't seen George since he was killed.
No.
Shortly after the investigation, Steven was put into custody, and police were able to use forensic evidence and video footage to use as evidence of his crimes. Yinger was found guilty on counts of first-degree murder, grand theft of a motor vehicle, tampering with physical evidence, and criminal use of personal identification information.